Welcome in. So we have a different setup today. We're in a totally different space today. You can have a look here. It's very beautiful. We don't have so much control over the lighting. We just have a little light here. And we're simply just having a very centered, calm reflection day. It's been a lot of reflection of the last, the first half of the 28th, which is so good to do a little check-in. And this is also coming up the last 13, which is automatically an energy check-in. How well are you doing with your energy hygiene? That is what we're checking every 13. Not because we have to do it every 13. It's like there is a natural order that you will feel once you get into this, and you will feel, sometimes it can come a little bit before, a little bit after, but you will feel and you will get accustomed to these feelings, because they determine where you're going, if you're going straight to your destination or if you've deviated. And if you've deviated, listen to Gaia, if you've deviated, then you can be pretty accurate that the result that you're going to get from the outside is not going to be exactly according to plan, so to speak. So there is something, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that there's something moving on out. So you just have to help it move out. And so it is a big deal, this shift. It's not something to be taken lightly, because once you get accustomed to this energy, you don't really want to mess with this other dualistic thing anymore. It's like, and maybe we can sort of feel the similarity of just growing up, just being an adult, just finally moving out from kindergarten type of thing in energy. Because there's a lot of older people that are still in teenage years operating their body, right? So that doesn't mean that they're grown up in consciousness, in their spiritual evolution. That's something that can be measured. You can measure that based on many different things, actually. You can even see it on the posture. And this is why, like, there are specialists that can read your eyes, specialists that they can read your palms, they can read all of these things with the body. But all what they're reading, they're not reading your future. They're just reading what you've created so far. But the soul is ever expanding. And it's in charge. You are in charge of your experience here. And it is just empowering to know how you do it. How do you actually look after yourself energetically? Most people haven't even been trained knowing what the feelings truly mean. And they're sort of blaming other people still. And that just doesn't cut it anymore. Not for us. We're not interested in that. It's just not even what we want to entertain, you see? And then you have to be selective. Okay. So then if that's the case, what do? Well, we find beautiful places like this, and then we hang out. Beautiful places like this. Because that makes us so joyful, and it makes the body feel like it's really enjoying life, and that allows the soul to come further in, you see, because there's more openness. That's it. It's just more openness and energy. And we have gotten to say hi to our bats. They come right in front of this and they just sniss. I'm not sure if that's the right word in English, but in Norwegian we say snissa, which is like you're so close to the water, you just like, you just touch it. That's what the bats love to do. They were saying hi earlier today. And Gaia said hi just now. She was the one making all this ruckus. And so sometimes it's good to just take a little pause and just reflect and just look at the bigger picture, okay? How are we doing here with our life? How are we doing here? How are we doing on the food front? How are we doing with intimacy of the body? How are we doing with following our soul mission? How are we doing with exercise, right? All of these things that in order to have a healthy functioning system, you have to keep running. And can you make it nice? Can you make it cozier for the body? Can you make it easier? Can you make it more fun for the body to be here? Can you choose the things that get your body to be overjoyed? Can you choose those things every day? Every single day. Choose what your heart and what gets your body into that state. That's really what it's about. It's about state, because that's tuning frequency. That's why music is so important. That's why we love music so much. We love producing music, because we know how to infuse our energy into the art. Actually, that happens always. Whenever you're creating something, it is always with the divine. When you have that resonance, and that resonance, when you truly receive that ending of your book, or that to get to that level that you want, like all of those ideas to get to those places are found in a mind that is calibrated to energetic truth. And it will happen for all of you at some point. At some point you will just be tired of these games, of people or what you're doing, and like they just keep going around in circles, and you will see them. You will see them so clearly, and then you will remember this moment and you will go, all right, thank you. You know, this is the dance in consciousness. This is the next step, if you want to take the next step in human evolution. But you can still play this dualistic game if you want. It's all up to you. There's no one that's forcing you to do anything. But there are many that is choosing. We have chosen. We don't want any of the old. So we are going. So if you want to follow us and shift with us, we're going pretty fast. But that's okay. If you want to join us, there's a link below, and looking forward to seeing you inside. And shift with us every 28 days. We shift in frequency. We channel every single day, and we do exercises and Heya sessions, and that is really boosting your system so much in these coming times. You will master this game. All right, take care.